Dylan.
I'm Jade.
We're back in the Subi again.
Arguing.
Always arguing. Going to work out. What?
I said just kidding.
Yeah,
Kinda.
we do kind of argue quite a bit, but that's life.
It's like 50% of the time. Those are not good numbers.
I know.
But you know what? I think we're so, like, good
What?
together. You're more of like a... You're more of a... What's the word?
I want to hear a compliment right
Disciplined.
here. There we go. Yep. Hey, my mom's calling already.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be cut out. But anyways.
Why not? Or why is it?
Why? Oh, yeah, because everyone needs to know our password to... Anyways, we're so good together because I'm disciplined
Yeah,
for the
like,
most part. These last...
I don't know.
No,
Like,
today...
certain things.
Okay.
Certain,
I was going to say, today and yesterday, I have not felt disciplined at all because it's Saturday now, 2 days after Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving, I let the old fatty Dylan come out, and I just enjoyed my whole day. Yesterday, I ended up having pizza. Today, I've been kind of snacking on some stuff, and I feel like I have a hard time getting back right onto my, meal schedule, meal plan after having a screw off day, especially when I'm not working. But anyways,
yeah, but like, I don't know. Looking at it in like a parent's perspective, you're more like, hard on them, which in some circumstances I think is good. But then I'm more like, what
You give in.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think there needs to be a good balance of that.
I know.
And
I agree.
I think there is there. And I mean, we argue about it all the time, but...
Yes, we do. Because, especially with, like, Jordan, he likes to throw fits if he doesn't get his way or if he doesn't get what he wants right away. And...
Only at home, though.
Yeah, only
It's
at
just
home.
with us.
If he's at school or something, at least from what we've heard, he's great. But when
or
it's
with
with
anybody
us,
else.
like he'll be, Mom, I want juice, and it'll be okay. Just a minute, honey. Mom, it's just, and it aggravates me, and I'll just tell him, hey, you're not getting juice then. But
I don't think that's right.
I know.
You just need to tell them. You need to be patient.
Yes.
Especially
and
when
he's
you're in
not
the middle
patient.
of doing something. Like, you need to wait.
Yeah, but he's not patient is the thing.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
And I think he knows how to be patient, but it's just a kid thing. They're worse for their parents than they are other people.
Yeah.
Because, they find home, they're safe.
Comfortable there.
Yeah, they're comfortable, their safe spot. So they can just let it all out when they're at home.
Which is good.
Yes, every
can,
kid should
they
have
can
that.
fully
But
be
there
themselves.
there shouldn't be any disrespect there.
Yes. But I think that's the hard thing, especially with them being little.
Yeah, I mean he's not little, but he's gonna be 4.
I know.
But he's still very young.
But it's like they need to, while they're growing up, be taught yes, it's good to be able to be yourself and be comfortable and all that, but you still need to respect your parents and adults in general.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say, hey, you're going to have to wait or whatever, to chill.
Yeah. I mean, I worry more so, I think I've instilled that in them pretty well, though. Both CJ and Jordan,
Yeah.
teachers, adults that are like,
Yes.
you're around all the time who are trying to help you, like, you need to respect them. Like, it's not a choice.
Yes, and I think
But-
they do.
At the same time, like, if it's just anybody off the streets, saying what, that's a totally different story. 'Cause, like,
I know, and that's,
The whole, like, you get respect when you give respect.
Mhm.
But in some cases, as a kid, it sucks, but you just have to, and that's life, and it, as a kid, you think, oh, this is horrible, I have to, listen, or, like, follow all these rules, and in their eyes, it's like, oh, it's not fair, but they understand, I think they understand it later on in life, like,
Yeah.
why they had to do this, why they,
Yeah, and I agree with that as far as kids, but when you're, the thing that I think about quite often is, like, you grow up, at least, especially I know I did, like, just kind of following the rules and doing what you're told to do, but as an adult, I think that can eventually hold you back, because,
yeah,
like, for some people, like, instead of following your dreams and going after what you believe in, if somebody tells you, hey, that's a stupid idea, you shouldn't do that,
yeah.
you just, I don't know.
You're like, oh, okay, I won't do it
Oh,
then.
you must be right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. At some points, you gotta just listen to your gut and listen to what you think is right,
Yeah.
not
Well,
what
and that's the
anyone
thing,
else
though.
is saying is right.
You gotta teach them, what is right and what is wrong. And sometimes that depends on the situation, too.
Yeah.
And, that's just kind of where you go with your gut. Like, what feels right.
Well, and that's why, like, I don't think I've ever told you, and I'm not just saying it for the podcast.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Well, they've been screwing around here, so I was gonna pass them. Anyways, as I was trying to give you a compliment, that I like when they get upset that you say, I understand that you're upset and it's okay to be upset, because I think a lot of people growing up, and I think it's gotten better, as the years have gone on, like, people are letting kids' feelings be validated.
Yeah. That pisses
I
me off.
I think back in the day it wasn't so much, where it was just like, hey, you shouldn't be, it was like, you should be feeling this way, and if you don't, then just shut your mouth.
Or, oh, you're wrong about that.
Yeah. But, and
Like, they're not stupid.
I think that's
They're-
helpful for them to be able to know that, hey, it's okay to feel however I feel.
That's important.
But I don't know.
It makes me mad seeing that happen. Like, I don't know, they should be able to, like, they're a lot smarter than what we
Yes.
give them credit for.
Well, it's...
Even the youngest of kids are.
Yes. I think the thing is just, like, they don't know how to properly
Right, they don't
communicate
know.
how they're feeling.
Exactly.
Which I know Jordan has a real tough time with. That's why, like, he gets upset and
He gets
he's
frustrated.
hitting,
Like,
or
he
he's
can
throwing
talk
things.
very well. Like, it's not that kind of an issue. I just think he doesn't have the
no.
right, he doesn't know the right words to, like, express it. Like,
Yes.
He doesn't know how to say it. And even as an adult, I have problems with that. Like, I don't exactly
I know, me
how to
too.
say how I feel.
Yeah.
So it's not.
And see, but I think at least with me, I feel like, and it's not necessarily just about my parents, but I think just in school and seeing it from other people and their families and that, like, I feel like I have a tough time expressing how I feel sometimes, just because I feel like it's going to be taken in a negative way.
Yeah, or you'll be
or
judge.
that they'll be like, wow, why, like, I don't know how to explain it.
I think a lot of people have communication issues because of that too. They don't want to actually say what's going on or how they feel because they don't want to deal with
That's like
people's reactions.
Yeah, that's like how most people, if you're any day of the week, no matter what they've got going on, if they had, something bad going on in the family or whatever, you'd say, hey, how you doing? And they'll be good, pretty good.
Yeah, just to avoid
They won't actually
issue.
say how you're actually feeling. It's just, pretty good.
And some people aren't like that. Some people can just openly talk about that kind of stuff, which I don't get, but... And I mean, if you're comfortable enough around someone, I get that, but...
I mean, I get not wanting to tell just any random person how you're truly feeling, but...
Well, even family sometimes doesn't understand...
Yeah.
What's going on. And even when you explain it, or you try to the best of your ability, they still don't get it. For example, anxiety or depression or any other common mental illness, you don't really understand it until you have it.
Yeah, until you're going through it.
So that turned into
we rambled on a little bit, but I
don't even know what that turned into.
We made some good points there. A little therapy session.
I guess.
But in other news, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but this back seat here is covered in white hair from my Tony boy, my boxer. He sheds like crazy.
His hair is so short. I don't get
I know. And that's the thing. I think that's what really sucks about his hair. Because it's so short and it sheds all the time, and then it's hard to get out of fabrics like this. I need to get a lint roller and see if I can. Yeah. But I will say, I'll take that hair though. I'm happy to have him finally. He's finally kind of comfortable riding with me again, which he hasn't been comfortable riding with me in a car since very early 2014, because ever since I got my GTO, my Spice Red GTO, he rode with me I think once or twice in that, and I don't know if it was the way I was shifting or what, but he did not like it and wouldn't ride with me in another car. And so after we got Lizzie, if you watched this last episode, you heard about her, but she is a, right now, 10-week-old Australian Shepherd. And yeah, we got her, brought her to my parents to meet Tony, sat her in the car, and he jumped right up in here. And he, at least so far, if she's with us, he has no problem getting in and riding along. And it just makes it fills my heart back up just to be able to look in my mirror or whatever and see him sticking his jowls and his whole face just outside, jowls flopping in the wind.
I know she likes to do that too. She likes her head out the window. But it's so cold.
Oh, I know. But it's even with Tony before, it would be it could be 0 degrees out, snowing, and I'd have the window down and he'd be just sticking his face right out the window. But yeah, we're I guess Jade wants to say unexpected expenses with having gotten this dog now.
Yes, because we had talked about, before we get a dog, we gotta get a fence. Well, the rest of the fence that because we already ordered that.
Had to order it online, of course.
Yes.
They don't
But it
stock
should be
them.
here tomorrow.
Yeah, which I'm glad about because Jade's supposed to be
We'll be
getting back to work
Wednesday.
on Wednesday. And when I ordered it, it was saying it wasn't going to be here until Wednesday. So I was like, crap, I'm going to have one full day without anyone there, that the dogs are going to be stuck indoors. And just earlier today, I actually got a tracking notification stating, they're saying that it's going to be here today, but their last notification was at like 1 this morning, and it was in Ohio.
It
Which
could still be here
get.
tonight.
I get that it could be. I just would have thought by now I would have
Ohio's
gotten
only
a
like what,
notification.
4 hours away?
Yeah, about 4.
Depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
But
if we get that tomorrow, hopefully, that'll give us a couple days to try to get him to use the door.
we should have it either tomorrow or Monday, and like she's saying, be able to practice with them.
I think Tony will be scared to use it.
I do too. He is a big boy, 100-pound boxer. He's a big guy, but he is afraid of every little thing.
You knock something off the counter, he goes running, and it'll hop up in your lap.
So I really feel like Lizzie's going to be the first one to actually go through it. And then I think,
because she's gotten out. Like, oh my god. So,
Yeah.
But that still is what worries me, because those dogs, those Australian Shepherds, like, they're smart dogs, and from what I've like seen and read, like, they see an obstacle and like they're like
their
wanting
mind is how to get around it.
And that's why they're so
That's how my mind needs to be.
That's why they're so like, they need mental stimulation, like,
yes,
games, puzzles, like they make all these. I've been looking
they make
this
puzzles
up.
for dogs.
Yeah, like little, and they're very like, they're motivated by like treats and stuff, obviously. So like they make like these puzzle boards, like you can put little treats in, like and little toys that like I saw one at TJ Maxx yesterday. It's like I saw it at Meijer. I actually took a picture of it. It was the Kong brand. Let me find it.
Okay.
A Kong gyro.
Okay.
And
what does it do?
Roll and flip action engages dogs. Like you put the treat inside and it like, there's a ball in there and it spins. And they gotta flip it a certain way for
to be able to get to it?
Yeah. Which I thought was really cool, and they have to figure that out.
Yeah.
So, and those dogs really need stuff like that. So I've been really looking into that to try and get her some stuff like that, so she's not like bored, because
Yeah.
when they get bored, they start being destructive, like ripping stuff up, and
So
they're getting bored.
when I come home and the couch is all tore up, we'll know why.
We're gonna avoid that problem. And I mean,
at least this couch was free. So
well, until she's much older, which then the boys will be older too. Then I think we can get nicer furniture.
Yes.
Because we really don't.
I just, obviously she's a puppy, so she's biting everything
Puppies
right now.
and kids jumping all over the couches. Like,
yeah, that's what we've got right now.
You don't need super nice, extravagant furniture.
Like
when
the boys are literally
at that point in your life.
Boys are tearing, the cushions off the couch, jumping all over them, building forts out of it.
Which I'm perfectly okay with.
Running across the back of the couch.
That I'm not okay with.
My mom would be beating my butt if I had done that. I know
It's not so much the, because I think it's cute when they take the cushions off and build forts and stuff. Like,
yes.
That's what you're supposed to do.
The only thing that sucks is they do it and then
they never, hardly ever put it back.
Yeah.
Hardly ever. Or, you gotta ask and ask and ask 500 times and then get mad.
And then
they'll do it.
Mom!
Oh, that's
I don't know
nice.
how Jordan does that all the time.
You do.
Just like with his plate earlier,
Yeah.
asking him to put it in the garbage. I don't know how I do it. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Anyways, about the doggy door. That scares me though, because, you know, the fence we have up right now is not very good. Like, it's very cheap. And I tried to, like, you know, it was 50 feet, right?
Yes.
The
50
roll
foot
that we
roll
got.
of
And
cheap, thin little
Yes.
metal fencing.
and we only needed 30 feet.
30 foot, yeah.
Yeah. So what I did when you were inside earlier was I turned it around and ran the rest of it as far as I could and bent it in half and tried to nail it in the ground and then zip tie it. So it was like that.
Yeah.
So there's some on the ground and then it like I bent it at a 90-degree angle. So that way when she's digging or tries to,
Yeah.
she can't get directly under it because, you know, that fence will be there.
Well, hopefully when the snow comes, that'll kind of help her to, you know.
I know, yeah, not do that.
She loves the snow, too. I don't know if we talked about that in the
yeah.
last episode, but the little bit of snow that we got this last week, or no, it was this week.
Was it Friday?
Tuesday. It was Tuesday
It
night.
was?
We got all that snow.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Wild Wednesday?
yesterday was Friday. What am I
Yeah.
thinking? Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, but she roll around in it. She likes to shove her nose right down in it. But
She
she's
likes
got
to eat
that.
it.
She's got that thick coat,
Yeah, she has a winter coat right now.
and that's like Tony. You know, you open the door and it's cold out. He'll be like, "Ugh,
Yeah, he backs
ugh,
up.
I don't want to go in there." And she'll just lay out there.
Yeah, she'll literally lay in the snow. That's cute. But I think right now she's. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. I'm not looking at my phone.
I'll drive back home.
No, I was trying to get to the random questions so that we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that first.
That's what we always do.
Oh, but I was saying
random.
how she's not shedding now because she has her winter coat. But in the spring, I'm sure it'll be bad because she's gonna.
Yeah. But we do have a brush now
Yeah.
for dog's hair, so we need
her-
to.
everything
I think
sticks to her
Tony could
hair.
really use it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him about that stuff sticking to her hair, and then we'll get to the random questions.
Oh yeah. Well, Thanksgiving, we took her with us down to Midland, and we were walking her around the wood line at my dad's, and she, I don't know. Well, you were walking her, so I don't know exactly how
do
she
you
got
want me
into
to
it.
explain it then?
Yeah. You
Okay,
should explain
so
it, 'cause I don't know.
Jade
how it
was
happened.
walking her right beside the wood line, and you had to go do whatever, I can't remember. So I walked her a little bit. I was trying to walk her like across the little bridge
Yeah.
and onto the trail. Well, she ended up walking right around where it looks like Jasper crabs all the time.
Well, that's nice.
And she walked just like right up through, like, it wasn't even thick stuff, but it was some of that prickery stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
She walked right through a little bit of that for not even a minute. And when she comes
had little
back out,
prickly
she's got
pieces of
everything stuck
all
to her.
over her, and it's not like you can pull it out because
Yeah.
it's intertwined with her hair.
It was in there,
Yeah.
not just sitting on top of her hair or anything.
So when she chilled, I literally had to try to cut it out, which was sad.
Not even a week with the dog.
But see, and I would have tried brushing it out, but I would have like been pulling her hair out. so I just kind of rinsed her off, and the sand and the dirt that was in there, it was so much. It was just all over. And so, and she loved it. She was like,
really?
Poking her head in the water, like,
Huh.
She likes water too. Huh?
Yeah, try putting Tony in the tub.
Oh, he would flip. I feel like. You say the word
He just sits
bath,
there and gets stiff.
which I'm surprised. You'd think he'd like water.
I know. You gotta
But
do
it's
it.
funny because you say the word bath and he growls at you.
Yes, he does. Okay, random question time, guys. If we can figure out how to do this, we always seem to have issues with it.
What about
but-
the trivia? What's the oldest thing you own?
Oldest thing I own?
Yeah.
That's kind of difficult for me, honestly.
Okay. Next question.
I'm
I'm just kidding.
Okay, the Le
Think about
Mans,
it.
even though I don't actually own it, it's my parents.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, something that I actually own, I really don't know. It would be some small little thing that I don't know. It'd be some sort of toy,
Yeah.
if that's what I was gonna go with. But if you want to actually say that I own the Le Mans, which I technically don't, that would be it. Do you have an idea on what the oldest thing you own is? Yeah, exactly. So, and you're telling me you just think about it.
I shouldn't have asked that question. What's the best thing you got from your parents?
The best thing, so if we're gonna say,
It doesn't have to be materialistic.
okay, I was just gonna say, if we're gonna talk material wise,
Or it can be both. Materialistic or a trait.
Okay, so a trait, I think the best thing I got was just, I'm gonna have a tough time wording this. Even though I was just kind of saying it's not really always a good thing, I was gonna say that I kind of have always followed the rules. Just always listened. I guess I've always just respected people. I've always given respect when I first meet someone, and then let it go from there based on how they treat me or whatever. I feel like and I guess it's not all just from them, but I've just, I think, grown up to be someone that respects people and yeah. I will say from my dad specifically, just the mentality of working hard, working for what you want.
I think he kind of takes it too far a little bit. But
He does, and I try to hold back from that a little bit.
I mean, yes, it is good. That is very good.
Yeah, it's a good mindset to have the thought that, hey, I need to work to earn.
Yeah.
Not that, how Jordan
I
kind
feel
of
like
acts
he-
sometimes
yeah.
when it's just give.
Uh-huh. Some days I feel like he just lives to work, though. And I don't think that's how
I think
it
he
should be.
does too.
I don't know.
I'm going to say material-wise, the Le Mans. Either that or I'm super happy with my new Ninja air fryer. I absolutely love our air fryer. I cook on that thing every single night.
Thing is sweet.
Oh my gosh. It's got the little thermometer that you stick in your steak or your chicken. I have steak or chicken pretty much almost every night. And you can set it, especially for steaks. Say I want it medium well. Set it up for that, stick that in. It lets me know when it's heated up. Put it in. It'll cook, then it'll beep at me telling me to flip it, I'll flip it, and then boom, and it's perfect.
We get it.
So good.
We get it.
Little shout out to Ninja.
I think for me, well, I know for me, I got it from my dad, is that, well, I don't know if this is I guess it'd be a trait, or just, I guess it's a mindset, or an outlook, but, just like my dad, I always put my kids first. Like, nobody, nothing comes before them. Like, and I mean, sometimes I feel like I take that too far, too, sometimes, because I want to give them every little thing, because, you know, I just feel like they deserve that.
Yeah, she takes it too far because she'll put buying toys and that before bills.
Oh, I do not.
She does sometimes.
I don't.
That's why I pay pretty much all the
Maybe
bills.
around Christmas time, yeah.
Well, especially
Maybe.
around Christmas time.
But that's because I just want them to have a good Christmas, and I want them to get what they want. I want every kid to get what they want for Christmas. But it's not, I don't know. They're not. And, oh, here's another thing. Even though I didn't get everything I wanted always, I was very appreciative of what I got. And, like, I think that was also something that, like, that came from my dad, because he did not grow up with great,
Like he didn't get a whole lot.
He didn't get hardly shit. He did not have a great childhood. So, and I think that's why he was the way he was with us. And I don't know. I'm glad I'm that way, because, you know, I don't expect anything from anyone. So it's like when I get something from someone, I'm like in tears, like, oh my God, you got me a candle, or oh my God, you, like, it doesn't even have to be like something like physical, like someone talks to me and says, oh hey, I like your shoes, or, you know, just something like, even like an interaction like that, I'm like, it'll make my whole day.
Or like the kids in your class or their parents telling you how much they appreciate you and all that.
That's always nice too, to hear. And another reason why I love what I do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and I would expect that, you know, I would give the same, you know, to my kids' teachers too, because they're with them every day. They're teaching them, you know, just like the kids in my class were with them every day. And, you know, we're helping them learn. And I'm very appreciative of that. And they usually are too, you know, especially when, you know, they trust us enough to send their, you know, little 2-year-olds to school, especially during, you know, pandemic.
Yeah.
Especially this year, you know,
This year has been nuts.
A lot of appreciative parents, and that's as hard as it's been, you know, that's something that, you know, really helps when you hear stuff like that, how much you're appreciated. Like, oh, the work I'm doing isn't for nothing. And I don't think that anyways, because, you know, doing what I do, I don't look at it as work. Like, some days are hard, yeah. You know, there are going to be hard days when you work with 2-year-olds, but it's still, like, there's always something in every day that I find, you know, rewarding. Which I feel like, you know, you should be doing something where everyone should be doing something, or deserves to be doing something that they like that.
Yeah.
Where they find something in every day that is like, oh, this is why I love what I do.
Yes. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink. It's time for movie time. I know she doesn't want me to say that, But today, we are talking about Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby.
I watched this movie my senior year of film study.
Yes. I've watched this movie plenty of times.
I saw it before then, too, but...
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've really fully watched it. We've tried watching it the past 2 nights in a row, and we end up falling asleep because we're
exhausted
old.
From all the...
We're just old.
We're not that old. We're just tired.
But I have a feeling you guys have probably all seen the movie. It's just a great movie that is based around Ricky Bobby, which is played by Will Ferrell. I love that guy. And he was actually born in the back seat of a 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle. And has always wanted to go fast.
Yep.
He ends up, after high school or whenever that was, working as like a pit crew guy on a NASCAR team. That's, what are they? They're the Laughing Clown or something is what they're sponsored by, I think. And they're pretty much the laughing stock of the whole NASCAR. And he ends up getting the shot to drive the car and just starts winning from there.
And just becomes a total
total what?
Kind of a D-bag.
A D-bag, yes.
Bit.
Yeah, but I love that about him.
I know.
Praying to baby Jesus.
Yes.
And he's got oh my gosh, what's his partner's name now? Cal,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Yeah. They're shake and bake.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Who comes along?
I can't remember his name. He's the French guy, right?
Yeah, hold on.
He's the guy that plays Borat, if you've seen that movie.
1 second.
But he's got a very thick accent.
Hold on.
Just say, I love crepes. And he won't say it. And he breaks Ricky Bobby's arm.
Jean Girard.
Jean Girard, yeah.
The French Formula One champion.
Yes.
And that just kind of makes him go crazy.
Yep. He ends up getting in an accident racing because, he doesn't want to lose to Jean.
Yeah.
And flips his car quite a bit. Gets out, thinks he's on fire. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. All that. I'm sure you've heard that as well. And thinks he's paralyzed. Puts a knife in his leg. Obviously feels it. Then his dad, who he didn't know growing up, his dad actually showed up when he was in high school for, what was it? Like Parent Career Day?
Yeah. Was it high school?
High school or middle school?
Yeah.
Probably
He was
middle
old.
school.
Yeah. He was not that old, but probably 13 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His dad shows up, ends up getting kicked out of the school, and told him, if you ain't first, you're last. And that stuck with him the whole time while he was racing. And his dad ends up coming back into his life. Kind of gives him his balls back. Because after that accident, he was afraid of speed, I guess you would say. And
he comes home. He comes home and Cal and his wife are saying they're getting married.
Yeah. He's like, I was gone for 3 hours.
And then she's like, we knew this marriage was over a long time ago. No,
I honestly did not know that.
I love it.
I just think those two are so great together. They play together in Step Brothers as well. I can't remember that other guy's name. Will Ferrell and...
Adam something?
Is it Adam?
Adam McKay.
Adam McKay. Yeah, those two are hilarious together, obviously.
He's so funny.
Talladega Nights and
I think
Step
they
Brothers.
play in something else together, don't they?
They probably do.
The other guys, right? No,
That's
not that
Mark
one.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, sorry.
But
were they both in Anchorman?
I think they were both in one of the Anchormans, at least.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, his dad comes back, gets his balls back, teaches him how to drive, and yeah, he ends up racing again.
Yes.
And he was sponsored by me with the Cougar on the hood. And it was just me, because he wasn't sponsored by anybody. But yeah, happy ending.
Wait a minute.
I think a happy ending.
Hold on a second.
What are we holding on for now? Yeah, okay.
Edit it out.
Don't edit that out.
Edit it out.
I'll edit that out. You guys won't even know what I'm editing out, but I'm editing it out. Anyways.
It wasn't Adam McKay. Adam McKay was the director.
Oh my God.
It was John Riley.
Okay, see, that sounds better. I am so sorry that we called John Riley Adam McKay.
You're gonna have to edit all that out. Back up and like that didn't even happen.
I'm gonna
We're not
edit
good
our
with
voice.
names.
I'm gonna edit when we just said John Riley on top of when our lips are saying Adam McKay.
We're a disgrace.
But like I said, I'm sure you guys have seen that movie. I absolutely love that movie. I wish I could have stayed awake to watch the full thing these last couple nights, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Once again, car quiz time. I'm assuming you're gonna select a certain like brand or something. Manufacturer. Hey, Subi! I wonder if they even waved at me. They didn't look like they were waving.
Well, their windows were pretty tinted.
Yeah, so are mine.
Which model was the station wagon option for the 1954 Chevrolet Bel Air? Kingswood Estate, Beauville, Caprice, Brookwood.
Beauville.
Yes. The Chevrolet Beauville was later resurrected as a full-size van option for the Chevrolet van in 1970.
Okay.
Which model was produced by Chevrolet in the U.S. only from 1946 to 1948? The Brookwood, Kingswood Estate, Fleetmaster, Del Rey.
Fleetmaster.
Yes. The Fleetmaster, which
okay.
replaced the pre-war Chevrolet Special Deluxe, was powered by a 216.5 cubic inch, which was a 3.5 liter, straight six engine, driving through a 3-speed manual transmission.
Okay.
There's a lot of people here.
And
What station wagon did Chevrolet introduce in 1958? Yowman, Townsman, Bel Air, Nomad.
1958?
Yeah.
Nomad.
No, that's what I was gonna say too, but it's not.
Townsman.
No.
Oh my God. Yowman.
Yes. Based on the Del Rey passenger car series, the Yowman represented
I don't know how
the
to pronounce it.
entry-level selections in the 1958 Chevrolet station wagon lineup, which also included the Brookwood and the Nomad. Oh my gosh.
What?
This is so easy. Which of the following is not a Chevrolet model? Sonic, Orlando, Flex, Trax.
Flex. Ford Flex. Flexing on them.
Which color is not in the Cadillac emblem? Green, yellow, blue, or red? That's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yellow?
Green. It's not yellow.
So you're saying it's green? Okay.
It's green.
I don't know. I never get to stare at the Cadillac emblems.
The
I'm
Cadillac
sorry.
emblem, commonly known as the wreath and crest, has been redesigned more than 30 times over the past 100 years to reflect changes in the company's culture, but the familiar color scheme remains the same: black, red, gray, yellow, silver, and blue. How many?
That's a lot of colors.
I know. How many cylinders did the first Cadillac have? 8, 1, 4, 2.
4.
No.
2.
No.
8.
No.
1.
Cadillac's first automobiles were 2-seat horseless carriages powered by a 10 horsepower, 7 kilowatts?
Kilowatt, yeah.
Single cylinder engine. That's crazy. That must be a tiny little.
I would think so. Maybe not. Maybe it was a huge old.
Oh, yeah, could be. That's crazy, though. Where did Cadillac hide the gas? Oh, we already did this one.
No, say it again.
Where did Cadillac hide the gas cap in the 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville? Inside the trunk, under the taillight, behind the license plate, under the hood ornament.
Under the taillight.
Yes. Oh, we already did a lot of these.
Yeah.
What famous gangster owned a bulletproof Cadillac? John Dillinger, Al Capone, Jimmy Hoffa, Bugsy Siegel.
I'm gonna say Al Capone.
Yeah. Al Capone's 1928 Cadillac was one of the first armored cars ever made.
Wow.
It was impounded by the government when Capone was sentenced to Alcatraz prison and would later become Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidential vehicle.
Really?
That's cool.
Huh.
Fun fact. What was the name of Cadillac's first fully automatic transmission? Oh, we did this one too. Power Glide, Hydromatic, Dynaflow, Torque Drive.
We did this one?
We did.
Was it Power Glide?
No.
Hydromatic?
Yeah. Hydromatic was the first.
I don't think we'd done this exact question.
Maybe not. It was the first mass-produced fully automatic transmission developed for passenger automobile use. What slang term was used for the popular Cadillac bumper guards of the 1950s? Dagmars, Monroes, Bardots, Mansfields.
Monroe's?
No.
What was the first one? Dagmars?
Yes.
I don't know
The
what that
similarity
is.
of these conical bumper guards to the then popular bullet bra, as
Bullet bra.
epitomized by buxom television personality Dagmar, was inescapable. Cadillac was born from the ashes of what company? Packard Motor Car Company, Studebaker Brothers Manufacturing, Henry Ford Company, Lincoln Motor Company.
I want to say Packard.
No.
So then it was the next one.
Henry Ford.
No.
Studebaker.
You said Studebaker before
I know.
you said Henry Ford.
I know. I'm sorry.
Studebaker.
No.
Oh my gosh. Lincoln Motor.
No.
It was really Henry Ford Company?
I guess.
Okay, there must have...
After a dispute between Henry Ford and his investors, Ford left the company in 1902. Ford's financial backers called in Henry M. Leland to appraise the plant and equipment in preparation for liquidating the company's assets, but Leland persuaded them to continue manufacturing automobiles using his single-cylinder engine. A new company called the Cadillac Automobile Company was established on August 22nd, 1902, repurposing the Henry Ford Company factory at Cass Street and Amsterdam Avenue. But it was still called Ford Motor Company, was it not?
I'm confused.
Yeah, that don't make any sense.
We
Because
just
Ford,
don't know our history.
I guess not. I'm just trying to make sense of that because
I know.
Whatever.
Okay, let's do our last question.
Okay. Maybe if we do some research, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And it'll make sense. Or maybe someone can explain it to us. What did the original Cadillac offer as an option? Fuel-injected engine, horn, brakes, rear entrance.
Brakes was an option?
I don't think that's the right answer.
Let's say a horn.
No. I'm going to say rear entrance.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with
Yes.
that. I was going to say, there's no way they... Here's some brakes if you pay a
No,
little
that's
more.
not an option. I'm sure they all came
And
equipped
I know the
with
fuel
brakes.
injection was,
Not a thing
not
yet.
a thing at that point.
For an extra $100, buyers could get a detachable rear entrance
Oh, tonneau.
tonneau that doubled the occupant capacity.
Huh. Okay.
Very cool.
That's all we got time for today.
Yep.
I know Jade wants to keep going. These are interesting. I love doing the quizzes just because it's history, and we didn't know, the Henry Ford Company and Cadillac were combined there. I mean, they kind of intertwined. But
I guess they did.
I don't know. We'll continue on with that next time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, that's all we got time for. If you guys have made it this far, be sure to check out our Patreon for the podcast at patreon.com/drivinlivin. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.
See ya.